inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A shot downfield for Burks. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A little short pass. This is Everett, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Hill. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Take Bigsby. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down now, McCord, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
7-7, our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And his throw here is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Lawrence. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 9. Sticking with Walker on second down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Walker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offense is trying to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all three timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those three timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From midfield now, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he's got some space here.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Myers' kick is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A shot downfield for Burks.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bigsby. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw there to Strange.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And bulldozing his way through.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mostert.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And going right back to Walker.
And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. A give for Walker running right. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Again, it's Walker.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
2nd and 6 coming up. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.